Students of Success, Dr. Mike here. Who do you love the most? This is a question that a lot of people will say makes you feel like you are, or sound like you are egotistical or just into yourself. But here's the deal. If you don't love you, you cannot expect other people to love you. Where does it all start? I believe it all starts with fitness, being jacked, feeling good about yourself, putting out that vibe into the universe. And when you do that, you will attract other things in your life. I know, I'm not one of these 28-year-old YouTubers or younger. I've been through a ton of stuff in my life at 51 years old. Businesses, up, down. I was fat, I was skinny, I was working out. I had relationship problems. I had business problems. I've had successes. I've had failures. So I'm talking from experience in my life. And a lot of the things that I came through and I did succeed in, I didn't have a plan. I'm just looking back and having self-awareness of what worked for me, the things that didn't work, and the things that did work, and now being able to put them into a certain plan to be able to move myself forward. And when I learned from all of those things in my life, now it's allowed me to be able to think more critically and to be able to help people on their paths. They don't have to go through the same mistakes. So basically, what is it? When you feel good, and I'll focus on this till the day I die, on the most important thing. There's 3 areas in your life. The first is your fitness and your health. The second is your career and your relationship. And when you focus on your fitness, on your health, getting jacked, feeling good. When you wake up in the morning, you take a shower, and you look in the mirror, and you are proud of who you are, what you have done, because it is such a rarity in this world. When you can't buy fitness. You can't buy muscle. You can't buy those things. That comes from discipline. That is something that you created on yourself. And when people see you, they know that. You can buy a car, you can buy a house. Hell, some people buy relationships. They buy girlfriends, they buy marriages. You can buy them from across the sea right now. But you cannot buy fitness and health. I don't care if you take steroids, you do all these things. People think that about others, like, oh, well, he must be on. You still gotta work hard. It might help enhance you a little bit, but you still gotta work. So regardless of what you do, what you take, what supplements, you have got to focus on you. And here's the deal of this video. You cannot expect other people to love you until you love yourself, because you put out a vibe into the universe. If you get up in the morning and you don't like what you look in the mirror, you put that out into the universe. You might not be thinking of it, but subconsciously your vibration, your frequency to the universe is, I don't like myself. That is picked up by other people. So the only thing you're going to attract in your life are other people who don't like themselves. So you can get together and share misery stories. On vice versa on that. If you wake up in the morning and you've worked out hard and you love what you see in the mirror, when you love you, you put that vibration and frequency out into the universe that you are confident, that you love who you are. You are going to attract other people into your life that share the similar vibration and frequency. And when 2 people match on that, that's when magic starts to happen. You don't want to be attracting people that don't like themselves. I know this, for instance, in my past. Growing up as a kid and in my 20s, I didn't like who I was. I looked in the mirror, so I couldn't attract anything. I couldn't attract the woman of my dreams. I couldn't attract the career. Everything just never really clicked for me until I started working out, started focusing on me. I became about me. And when I became about me, I was able to give to everybody around me. Because if you think about it, on those 3 areas right there, fitness is the only one of the 3 that can help you in the other two. When you are fit, you're jacked, and you feel fantastic about yourself, and you love yourself, that transfers into your career because you'll have amazing confidence. And people will see you as somebody who's disciplined and somebody who, if you respect yourself, you're going to respect other people. Same thing in your relationships. People are attracted to that positiveness, especially women. That they love that positivity. They love that confidence, that pride in a man. So let's say we don't focus on that. You have people that just focus on their career. You could have a $1 billion career, top of your industry, being perfect. It's not going to do a damn thing for your fitness, for your health. You could have millions and millions of dollars and die of a heart attack because you can't buy fitness. Even when you focus on your career, will that help you in your relationships? It could, because you can buy people and they can have fun because of your money. Let's focus on the third one right there. If all we do is focus on relationships at all, would we have a good life? We'll have a decent life because we're a good person and we treat people right. Is it going to help our career? Yeah, it probably will help our career. But is it going to help your fitness? It doesn't matter how nice you are to other people, how much you love them and you contribute and do all those things. You still are not going to feel good about yourself because of your fitness. You can have 100 friends that love you to death. But inside, if you don't love you, you can't accept that. So the only one of those three areas that can be the foundation for everything is your fitness and your health. Don't even focus on your career or your relationships. If you just focus for 90 days on your health and fitness and getting into the best shape of your life, those two other areas are going to take off. Guaranteed. They have to take off. Because in your career, your job, people are going to see you differently because you see yourself differently. It's about mindset. If you walk in and you feel good because you woke up in the morning, you looked in the mirror and you're like, man, am I proud of myself. It's going to radiate from you. It's going to radiate in your career. It's going to radiate in your relationships. And I'm not talking about just attracting the opposite sex. I'm talking about attracting opportunities. People want to be around a winner. They want to feel that energy. You can feel that energy about people. And it all stems from them loving who they are. If you do not like who you are when you look in that mirror, other people are not going to like you because you're not going to allow them to, because you're pushing it all away. You can't expect others to give you something that you don't have yourself. So if anything else, focus on your health and fitness. I don't care what age you are. If you're 16 years old and you're in high school, you're great, you're out of shape, you're overweight, you are doing poorly in your grades, you don't have a girlfriend, you don't have anything, don't worry about those things. Focus on you. 100% on you. Focus on you getting better and you loving yourself. You will have more confidence. Your grades will improve. Your relationships will improve. Any grade, any age. I don't care if you're in your teens, in your 20s, 30s, 40s, even if you're 50. It's never too late. It's time to start today. Tomorrow is not the time because tomorrow might not come. If you want to live the best life possible, you have to start today. No matter what the exercise routine is, and if you don't see results fast, just looking in the mirror and knowing, saying, boy, I made it through that yesterday. And then you do it again. And then you do it again. And the reason it's hard is because it's an award. It's an award at the end. Because if it was easy, everybody would do it. That's what gives it value. That's what gives a jacked, fit man value. Because it's something that you cannot purchase. Mommy and daddy, no matter what their amount of money is, they cannot purchase you a fit body or your health. They might be able to get you a career. They might be able to help you out in relationships with people. But nobody can purchase a fit body but you. And the only way you can purchase it is through hard, disciplined work. So remember, guys, there's only so many tomorrows. For God's live the best life you possibly can. You got one shot at it. Why go through life unhappy and not loving yourself? If there's one overall message that would, and everybody talks about this, they might not say this exact word, is you have to love you before anybody else will love you. And as soon as you start to love yourself and who you are, the world, you will start attracting things into your life that blow your mind. The opportunities will come up. People want to be around somebody who's a winner. And the number one was for visual people to look at a winner. You cannot have a great body and somebody say, oh, they're not disciplined, they're not dedicated, they're not a hard worker. It's implied. It's there. You are a winner just by default if you have a fit, jacked body. And this could be for women as well. When you're fit, because so many women just let themselves go. They're just like, they have a kid and the next thing you know, I call it never making it back. They just blame. And the problem is society it's become the norm, so they feel good. You start to feel good around those type of people. You're like, oh, we're all, we had kids, we're all overweight. That's garbage. It doesn't have to be that way. Try to eliminate as much time away from them. You focus on you. Don't feel happy with yourself because you're like the crowd. Feel happy with yourself and love yourself because you have put in the work, you put in the discipline, and you want to be the very best you that you can be. So with that, everyone, go out, work your ass off today, become the fittest, jacked, biggest, best person you can be, and everything in your life will take off. And I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Like and subscribe and share this video for people so they can also live, so you can surround yourself with winners that will help you be a winner at the same time. Take care.